Hey, so I have been kind of on a rampage or something lately about the difference between abstract and tangible. And faith is one of those things that can be very abstract. And in a lot of ways, that's what makes it faith, right? Faith is believing in something that we can't see, and that feels abstract, but it can also be very tangible. And for me, when it becomes tangible, that's when it works. So, one of the tools that I have found to help my faith be tangible is gratitude. Now, I know a lot of people are grateful, and I know a lot of people who use gratitude as a morning devotional, even. I write my list of 10 things I'm grateful for every day, and that's awesome. What I found though, and I actually heard, I think it was Brene Brown that said, there's a difference between being grateful and having an attitude of gratitude. And in fact, practicing gratitude is even more than that. I think a lot of people say they have an attitude of gratitude. And she said, I've chosen to practice gratitude and it's made all the difference. So what does that mean? So, if I get up in the morning and I write my list of 10 things I'm grateful for, and it feels really good, like I truly am grateful. But then I close my notebook and I get up and I notice the dirty dishes in the sink from last night that I told the kids to do, and I notice that their laundry isn't done, and I look at my to-do list and I realize all of the things I have to do, all of that, and my gratitude goes right down the toilet. And I live my life frustrated, or I'm on my way to a job, or I turn on the news and I hear about something that is happening and I forget the gratitude. Even though I was grateful for a minute, it doesn't do anything for me when I'm in that frustration. So practicing gratitude is a whole different ball game. So I talked before on how attitude is thought plus behavior, and that creates our attitude. So if I really have an attitude of gratitude, I have to behave in a grateful way. So by looking, if I see something, maybe the dishes that are in the sink that should have been washed the night before, do I get frustrated, or do I stop and do I think, I'm so grateful that we had food for them to eat. I'm so grateful that I have a sink, I have a home, I have water that I can wash these dishes with, and really starting to be intentional about things to be grateful for all the time throughout the day, and choosing to focus on those instead of focusing on the frustrations that I have. And so here's how it helps my faith. Because I was studying for a Sunday school lesson actually today, and it talked about Psalms. And the Psalms were talking, they're David's gratitude, most of them, and how he was grateful for God in his life. And he was just singing all kinds of praises. And, it talked about prayer in one of those. And the popular Psalm, 23rd Psalm, so many people quote it, sing songs about it. I think it might be the most popular Psalm, where he talks about the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I have my digital version of the scriptures, and they're hyperlinked, and the links are linked to other scriptures that go along with that. And in that I shall not want, it was talking about prayers, the prayers of repetition that the Lord was saying during the Beatitudes. I think he was saying, don't pray as those, vain repetitions where every day I get up and I pray for the things that I want. I pray for the blessings, and then I write my list of gratitudes, and then I go about life and, kind of let go of the faith that I really can have those blessings and the things that allow me to receive the blessings. So if I'm, maybe I pray for an answer to some kind of blessing I'm seeking, or maybe I'm praying to know, what the right step is to take, what job I should take, maybe, and I'm just waiting. I say my prayer and then I shut it off, and I'm waiting for the answer to come from God in some way, and then I go about my life and I'm frustrated, and I'm forgetting that God is even a part of my life. And instead, when we can, because he said, I shall not want, and then he says, he maketh me lie down in green pastures, and I walk by still waters, he says. And then he's like, and yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And I have my scriptures over there. I was going to read them, but I won't. But I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I don't fear, he said. I have no fear. And the reason is because he realizes that that God is with him all the time. And because we live in this world that is a valley of a shadow of death, to tell you the truth, it is, isn't it? We can turn on the news and we can see all about that. And we don't have to fear when we can remember that the Lord is with us and that the powers of the universe are with us. When we can remember that, then we can focus on that. We can be grateful for all the little things, all of the little signs that he is with us. All of the things that I'm grateful for are proof to me that the Lord is with me. And so I can focus on that instead of that valley of the shadow of death. And then I can lie down in green pastures and not have to worry. And I can walk by still waters because I don't have to worry. Because I'm being grateful. I'm looking and I'm noticing the still waters and I'm grateful and I'm noticing the green grass and I'm lying down in it because I know that God is there and that the Lord is there. And that to me is the way that I make gratitude a tool for making faith a tangible, hold-onable substance that I can remember. I have on my wall Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. And for a long time it's been an inspirational scripture for me, and it's been on my wall for 12 or 13 years. And it's just recently that I'm realizing that if I believe that Christ can strengthen me, then at times when I'm feeling weak, at times when I'm feeling scared, if I choose to focus on being weak and scared, then I'm not believing that I can do all things, and I'm not giving my gratitude to him, which I believe opens me up to receive the blessing he's standing there waiting to give me. So that is my message for today. Am I grateful, or do I practice an attitude of gratitude? And to me, it makes maybe not all the difference, but it makes a big chunk of the difference. So there you go. That is Simply Me Saturday on Sunday. See you next time. Bye.